Hey y'all, here at OS Reviews. A while back we checked out a cool mood light called the Moon Lamp, and it's been very popular for a while now, but today we're taking a look at the upgraded version of it that has a built-in Bluetooth speaker. So now you can play back music. It still acts as a light, of course, and has 18 different RGB colors that you can change between, has a built-in remote that you can use or just tap on it directly to control it. And one other interesting thing is it even has white noises built into the memory. So if you don't connect it to a Bluetooth source like your phone, it can still play back some nature sounds or white noise to help you fall asleep at night. It will automatically turn off after 30, 60, or 120 minutes. The brightness again can be adjusted. The sphere measures 6 inches in diameter and has a 1000 milliamp hour capacity battery that can last for up to 12 hours. Finally, it retails for around $30, which is still pretty affordable in my opinion. In fact, it's not too much more than a regular moon lamp that only has a light function. Inside we've got, of course, the lamp itself with the speaker unit on the base, and we also get a quick start guide as well as the stand that you can use to pop it up more elegantly to prevent it from rolling around. It's made out of wood, and here is one that's already been fully assembled, but basically these pegs you just slide into these bottom slots. Last but not least, here is the remote control that you can use to turn it on, change the brightness and the settings, and it's using 2 AAA batteries. So taking a closer look at the design of the lamp, it's going to be a little heavier than the standard moonlights because of the built-in speaker unit at the base, aside from the speaker, which is a mono unit on here, so hence if you pick up 2 of them you can get the stereo effect. We also have some of the keys which you can tap on to change the volume directly, as well as turn it on to go through the different lighting modes. And here's the charging port. It's using micro USB. Although I do wish they can change to USB Type-C in the future, I do still appreciate the fact that they are using a USB connection for charging, compared to the older generation of moonlights always used this round plug, so if you lost the cable it was pretty hard to charge it and replace. So the fact that you have a USB socket is a lot more convenient, since you may have extra cables lying around from older phones. And starting off in the white light color, so really resembling the moon if you're looking at it from afar, but then tapping on the key on the edge is how we can change into the other colors, like this yellow moon effect. I will say though, because everything has to be on the bottom in order to make it look like a complete sphere from the top, so that when you set it down it doesn't look like there's any keys or controls which are interrupting the design, it can be a little hard to get to these keys unless you take the sphere and then turn it around. And that's why having the remote I think is a pretty handy function. And you're able to do things like change the brightness level. This is the maximum, by the way. So in terms of the overall brightness, just like before, this is still a night light and mood lamp for the atmosphere, not really meant as a dedicated reading light since it's not super bright. And then I can cycle into the other colors, starting from red to green to blues, and then just goes back and forth. And you can go into a slowly oscillating color where it will just fade by itself into the different effects very smoothly. So this is another one that you can just leave it on and it will go through by itself. Now here is also what it looks like if you have it connected to a power outlet. You can see that it's still able to charge and stand. An effective stand overall, which again with the wood texture looks pretty attractive and modern on a desk. Also a slightly different design from the older generation of the stands, which had more of a sharp prism-like shape. This is the one from before. White noise mode, all you need to do is tap on the power key again. And first of all, what this does is turn on the Bluetooth function, so it will begin to pair, but I can tap again. And now we're in the white noise mode, so this is the ocean wave sound. And this is the thunderstorm. You can change the effects by tapping on the top keys here, the left and the right. Here's a waterfall. Crickets at night. Here's by the ocean, you can hear the waves and seagulls, and then kind of just going back onto the first one. So there are a few different ones that you can cycle between, and you can still turn on the light. The middle key, by the way, acts as a mute button, so I can tap on it once to instantly dampen the sound if I'm talking to someone, and then resume by tapping again. And now for a quick demo of the speaker quality, we have 2 here to show as an example. Let's play the track. Alright, so turning the volume down, some takeaways here. Audio quality is not bad, although I wouldn't say this is really a hi-fi grade speaker. Primarily, it's still used, I think, for adding a cool light in the background. So compared to other more expensive dedicated speakers like the AbramTech Mini Retro Bluetooth speaker that we also happen to review, the audio here is definitely lacking a little bit in terms of the bass. However, it doesn't sound bad. It definitely gets louder than I was expecting for something that's built into this lamp, and we can't really see any shadows either. It must be a very slim circuitry or driver inside because it's almost invisible when you're looking at it from various angles. Indeed, if you pick up multiple units, you can create some pretty interesting effects when it comes to lighting and control all of them just by a tap of a key. Pretty easy to use and go through. But regardless of if you're listening to music just from one side or from both, it can still fill up the space pretty well for such a small compact speaker built into this lamp. So that's more or less it as far as our hands-on review of the upgraded moon lamps with a built-in Bluetooth speaker function. So if you're interested, you can check out more details in the links down below. For now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.